Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, you're super welcome. I super celebrate you. And if you've been here before, I also thank you for keeping faith with this channel. My name is United Arab Emirates, and in this channel I share tips, wisdom keys, ideas, job opportunities, business opportunities, everything that you need in order to prosper and thrive in the United Arab Emirates. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you 10 reasons why people don't get a job in the UAE. There are people who come into the UAE and they stay months but they don't get jobs, and they complain because the cost of living in this place is high. They complain because they are needing to spend a lot of money but no money is coming in, and they are wondering, I came all the way from my home country, I heard so much big and powerful things about the UAE, but now I'm here and I've not seen the jobs, I've not seen the money and all that. Meanwhile, there are some other people that come into the UAE and within weeks they get a job and they're doing well and they're thriving. So why is that? Of course, there are a lot of reasons, but I'm just going to share with you 10 reasons why I think a lot of people don't get jobs in the UAE. There are a lot more reasons, of course, but these are 10 reasons that in a sense are a bit general, what I have observed to be at play in the UAE, why people don't get jobs in the UAE. Number one reason is that people sometimes have an unfocused or boring CV, an unfocused or boring resume. You know, there's this tendency to go online and pick up templates, and then when you pick up templates, you just fill up the templates and that's that. Some templates are good, no doubt, but some templates are too generic. Everybody's using the same template, so there's nothing about your CV that stands out. Your CV is just there like every other CV. So in the competitive job market, there's nothing about your CV that stands out. Sometimes people do CVs that are not focused. When I mean an unfocused CV, I mean your CV or your resume should focus on your skills and your qualifications for the particular job you are applying for. So sometimes, because I've been in a recruitment process before, sometimes you see some resumes or CVs and then they start with their age, the town they come from, the village they come from, the home country they come from, things that the employer really doesn't want to know. The employer wants to know, what is your work experience? What are the skill sets and the competencies you have that will help you get the job? That's the first thing they want to see. So if there are 1,000 CVs in the desk or on the desk of a HR employer, they don't have all that time to read through too much. They want to cut to the chase and they want your CV to stand out. So learn how to have your CV focused. Learn how to have your CV exciting, interesting, tailored directly to show what skills and competencies you have for the job role you are applying for. And this is one reason why a lot of people are not getting jobs. A second reason, especially in the UAE, which I have noticed, is this, and I call it dropping off your CV with the HR or sending it by email. In the UAE, and maybe it works the same in other countries, I put it to you that it's better you give your CV or your resume by hand to the human resources person in that company rather than sending it by email. Many times when you send your resume by email, you don't know who sees it. You don't know where it is packed. You don't know whether it is opened. You don't know the thousands of other people that also have sent their CVs by email. So most of the time when you send your CV by email, you're not quite sure of your response or the feedback. But if you take it by hand to the office, if you know there's a vacancy in a particular place and you take your CV by hand to the office, you achieve two things. Number one, that CV is given by you to the HR person or the person in charge of the recruitment, so you are sure that your CV got to the right person. Then number two, because you have this opportunity to meet with the recruitment person or the HR person face to face, you can pre-sell yourself even before they look at your CV and start inviting you for an interview. You can sell yourself. You have the opportunity to make a first impression. Tell them, thank you so much. Please, this is my CV. I'm so and so person. I'm passionate about this particular job because I have so and so skills, and I have worked for so and so length of time in a similar job role. When you do that, you are pre-selling yourself and you're standing out in the person's mind. So the person is saying, wow, I can see this person. This person knows what he or she is doing. This person has the skill set I'm looking for. This person is personable. And this person probably is a face attached to a CV versus a CV sent online by email and there's no face or person attached to it. You will most likely score an impression in the mind of that recruiter, and you will most likely get called for a second stage of interview. So I put it to you, especially in the UAE, that is actually probably better that you give your CV by hand if you have that opportunity than sending CVs by mail. A third reason I think why people are not getting jobs in the UAE is when people apply for job roles they are not qualified for. That one goes without saying. A fourth reason why people don't get jobs in the UAE is looking for jobs in the wrong season. There are times where there are rarely job opportunities available. For example, the April month, which is the Ramadan month, which is the month of prayer and fasting, you rarely see jobs opening up. You rarely see job opportunities opening up. So there are ideal times in the UAE to get a job, and there are non-ideal times to get a job. And many reasons why people are not getting jobs is because they came into the UAE or they are looking for jobs in the wrong season. Another reason why people are not getting jobs in the UAE is because of lack of preparation for the position. Before you go for an interview, understand the position you're going for well and prepare yourself so that you can go there and make the time worthwhile for both you and the person who is interviewing you. So lack of preparation is another reason why a lot of people don't get jobs in the UAE. Another reason also why people are not getting jobs is recruitment agencies, especially fraudulent ones. There are a lot of fraudulent recruitment agencies in the UAE. I've been a victim of, well, not necessarily a victim, but I don't know how it happens. I used to send, when I was looking for a job in the initial time I came into the UAE, I sent my CVs out to a lot of these online job portals and platforms. How some recruitment agencies saw my CV and made a direct call to me, I really don't know. But I was called directly, and when the person called me, the person told me that he was from a particular recruitment agency and that they had jobs that can pay me big amounts, 35,000 dirhams a month, with a lot of packages like free tickets for you to travel to your home country and back for holiday, like 3 different tickets, and accommodation, and very powerful package for medical and pensions and all that. And he told me that these packages are already available for somebody with my kind of qualifications, but for them to proceed to push my resume or my CV to these companies that need my kind of qualifications, I would have to pay a particular amount of thousands of dirhams so that they can start the process and facilitate it. The moment you hear them say bring money before they give you a job, wrong. There is too much fraud with recruitment agencies. I know that a lot of people who are here in the UAE and have been looking for jobs, maybe as you're looking for this job and you're not seeing it, and cost of living is high and things are a little difficult, you may start getting frustrated and you may, in desperation, want to engage recruitment agencies. Please, I will advise you, my brothers and sisters, be careful. There are a lot of fraudsters in the UAE. I tell you, there are a lot. I personally don't advocate giving money to anybody to get a job. I don't advocate it. I believe that if you yourself do a little bit of research and a little bit of networking, you'll be able to be connected to the right opportunities. But a lot of recruitment agencies have scammed people and taken hard found money from people to give them jobs that did not exist. And another reason why I don't like recruitment agencies like that is that most of these recruitment agencies, once they have collected your money and they hand you over, whether they give you a good job or a bad job or no job at all. So peradventure, let's just assume that they give you a job. If you're working in that job and the conditions are strange and off, you don't have anybody to defend you. You don't have anybody to talk to, because as far as the recruitment guys are concerned, that recruitment agency has collected your money and they handed you off. So I personally, but this is a personal preference, advocate that you pray, trust God, and then you on your own, do your research, talk to the people you know, network, and find those opportunities that you know you can go for and do well in, rather than give somebody money to give you a job. Although I know that still happens, but I personally don't quite advocate it, primarily because a lot of fraud has happened in that regard. Another reason again why people are not getting jobs in the UAE is they lack job references, quality references. References are people who can refer you, people who probably you've worked with before and they know how good you are, who can refer you for new jobs. Sometimes you need that kind of reference, especially when you've started working in the UAE and you've worked for a little while and advanced a little bit in the career path or in the work environment. Sometimes a recruiter can look at your CV, and if they've seen or if they see you worked in a particular organization that is a quality organization, that's a quality reference. Or you worked under a particular manager that he or she is known to be a person of competence, that's a quality reference. And sometimes just those referrals alone can get you a job. Another reason why people are not getting jobs in the UAE is that they are not properly utilizing the power of social media. Social media is so powerful now. Get yourself and your profile well updated on LinkedIn and on Facebook. Recruiters are going there. Recruiters are there. And whenever you apply for a job, do you know that these days, because of the power of social media, when you apply for a job, after you finish maybe a first stage of interview or maybe an initial application, you just sent your CV. If a recruiter wants to really know about you, they don't just look at what you wrote on the CV, because everybody knows that you can cook up stories on the CV. Many times they go to your online profile. They want to know, who is this kind of person? What are this person's likes? What are this person's preferences? Even if this person says he or she has so and so skills, what is the quality of the character of this person? Peradventure, we bring him or her into our organization. So when they go to your Facebook profile and all they see you do is twerking, or they go to your social media profile and they see you either drinking, smoking and partying unnecessarily and doing nothing serious, you will be surprised many recruiters won't call you back. So that's one reason why a lot of people who think they have done well in an interview or who think they ought to get a job because of their degree or their qualifications or their certifications don't. You need to leverage social media. First of all, clean out your social media profile. Put a profile that is professional and that is befitting for the kind of job you want to be doing. Then secondly, follow companies, make comments. Follow companies on LinkedIn. Follow people that are known, reputable professionals in different areas. Make comments on their posts. Get yourself seen as a professional. It helps a lot. Some companies you want to work for are also online and they are watching that space. So leverage the power of social media. And that's one reason, like I said, why a lot of people are not getting jobs. They're not leveraging the power of social media. Another reason again why people don't get jobs in the UAE is because some jobs actually are specific on the nationality they want. So you may see a job advert and they will tell you the nationality they want is either Filipino or Indian or Pakistani or Emirati or Arabian speaking or something like that. When that kind of situation happens, then you know, well, you're probably not qualified, so you just let it alone. So that's one other reason again why people are not getting jobs in the UAE. And the final reason why people are not getting jobs in the UAE is when probably there is government legislation or there is a government law or ban on certain nationalities from getting jobs. When you have that kind of situation, then you are probably handicapped if you're from that kind of nationality, at least for that season or that period, from getting a job in the UAE. So that that wraps it up for the key reasons I think people are not getting jobs in the UAE, and I hope that you got some value from this video. If you did, you can click on the like button, and if you like the kind of content that you're hearing in this channel, if you haven't subscribed, you can also consider subscribing. Thank you so much for listening up until now. See you again in the next video, and I super celebrate you.